Hey guys, thank you for coming and clicking on this video. If you're subscribed, thank you so much. And then if this is your first video or you're just not subscribed, thank you for coming and clicking on this video and seeing what it is that I have to say. I've been putting out a lot of content lately that is more like fun and energetic, and I'm doing things with friends, and I just feel like a lot of the videos that I've put out lately are very much like happy and upbeat. And there's nothing wrong with that, of course. It's nice to have like videos to watch if you're maybe not in the best mood or in the best state of mind. You can click on videos that I have that are, happy and don't make you feel sad or something like that. But something that I really want on this channel is to have videos that are different from each other. I don't want to just have a perfect, clean, happy YouTube channel. I want it to be real and authentic. And I don't mean that I want to put out like sad content or stuff that is like super depressing. I just want to put out videos that, mean something. They might not make you laugh, but they're informative, or they're, making you think. And I want videos on this channel to have meaning and like a deeper meaning, maybe not all of them, because I don't want to just be super serious all the time, but I want to have, half and half. You can go to my playlist and you can look at the descriptions. I really want those to be like incredibly structured and like super focused. Like they have a clear statement. And so that is in the description of the playlist, those statements to differentiate all of these videos that I'm gonna put out and that I have put out already. I want my channel to be accessible, and if you want to come here just for one thing, like the playlist is there and you can check and see if a video has come out from that playlist that you are interested in watching. But that is a long-winded intro. I didn't mean to like get that detailed. Today, really what I wanted to talk about is kind of like an update, although I haven't really had a situation that I filmed and like talked about regarding this topic. So I guess it's not really an update, it's more of like a this is what's happening. I have been in therapy for, well, I've gone to therapy 3 different times, but the most recent time, it I started going and meeting with this therapist, I believe 4 years ago. And so basically, which I probably titled this video, it has to do with me no longer being in therapy. Essentially, I was fine to meet with this therapist, and then my insurance changed, and that therapist does not take my new insurance. So I couldn't see them anymore. And that was just really difficult because it was abrupt. Like there was no warning. It was I'm going to see you on this day, and we had that appointment, and then the day before it's like we can't see each other anymore. I can't go to that appointment that I'm supposed to be at tomorrow, and neither of us saw it coming. At least in my experience, when you end therapy, it is like very much planned, and there's like a timeline and like a goal, so that it's slow, like it's gradual. It's not just, okay, we just decided today, right now, 2 seconds ago, that you're not going to come back. That's not how it is normally, at least for me. It is planned out, and the last session is like a a wrap up, a close, like just tying up the loose ends and like giving you a sense of closure. Thankfully, my therapist texted and said, "Is there any time this week that you can meet and we can just talk on the phone?" And so we set that up and we just had like a brief, like maybe 5-10 minute phone call and just like quickly expedited that last final session. And it was like, I was so thankful for that and like so grateful that she gave me that chance. And it wasn't just me like coming to terms with the fact that we're no longer going to meet with each other, it was both of us. And I feel like that is a sign of like a really good relationship with your therapist. You don't have to wait until the very end to know that you have a good relationship with your therapist, but I just feel like that was an example of like how well we worked together and just our relationship. I kind of got off track there. Basically, it was really nice to have the therapist also tell me like their perspective on my progress and just how they've seen me grow over the years. Not only like, I mean, I've grown up like age wise, but also just like personality and um, all that hard work that I've put in into therapy, looking and like reflecting on what I was like and like the state of mind that I was in when I started therapy, it was a really hard time. I don't want to say therapy saved me because that is so cliche, but it was just incredibly necessary for me at that time, at that point in my life. Like, I absolutely was desperately in need of therapy, and I am so grateful that I was able to not only get into therapy, but have a therapist that I was able to connect with and just work well with. You, it's not always, okay, I got an appointment with someone and we're gonna work together until, whatever. It is getting an appointment with someone and then seeing if you can work with them, if this is gonna be a good fit. And it doesn't happen like right away. You have to give it a few sessions, I would say, or, just however long you feel is necessary. But it is not always, I'm going to get an appointment with you and I'm going to stick with you. So I'm very lucky that I got an appointment and I also was able to just stay with that therapist, the first one that I tried. So it has been a couple months, I believe 2 months, since my last session. And I was gonna make a video like really quick after just because I was like feeling so much and thinking so much. But I'm kind of glad that I held off just because I feel like I can look at it in a removed place. And so I'm not just like having all my emotions and everything jumbled up when I'm trying to talk, because when that happens, I can't really talk or at least talk cohesively. So I'm glad that I waited. And again, this is just a very short video. I do plan on making a video about like my whole therapy journey and going into depth, especially about this last therapy thing. Because again, I've had 3 different therapists. So I kind of wanted to talk about everything because I really think that therapy is beneficial. And if that video in some way helps you or just someone else want to seek out therapy, that would just be unbelievably amazing. So I definitely want to think that one out and like have bullet points and just really know what it is that I want to talk about. I don't want to do this one freestyle like I am doing this one that I'm recording right now. So I will definitely start working on that, and I don't have like a time frame. So, you know, I can't tell you when to expect it, but just know that I am going to start brainstorming and working on that. Saying goodbye to my therapist was hard, but at the same time, I feel like I wasn't 100% terrified of it. And I think that that was just a testament to like the state that I was in. I had been in therapy for a number of years, and I feel like I was able to really use those tools and apply those tools to my day to day, which really helped me with my anxiety, and also it made me feel confident, and that if I didn't have my therapist, if I wasn't going to have a meeting, I would be okay. And we used to meet every week, and then we switched to every other week, so every 2 weeks. And so I do feel like that gradual, I mean, it was very small, but that little decrease in sessions per month helped me realize that I do have the tools and I do have the knowledge, and I don't need to be reliant on my therapist and just like hold on to everything until I get to meet with them. I can deal with them at that moment, or take a little bit of time, take a breather, and then deal with them at a later time. And I don't have to just keep everything inside until I get to meet with my therapist. I have been doing okay. Although this week, I would say that I am definitely starting to feel some symptoms of anxiety and just being overstressed. I have had a headache for, I think I had a headache for like 3 or 4 days straight. And I know it was just because of stress. And so I, I'm filming this video because I wanted to kind of tell you guys this, but also I feel like it's a way to remind myself that I can't just stop. Just because I'm not in therapy doesn't mean like I'm all better. The reason why I have progressed so much is because I was using those techniques and those tools that were provided to me in therapy. And so I can't just stop using them because I'm not in therapy anymore. I'm taking this task on my own now, and I need to make sure that I'm doing the things that I need to do. So I am going to try my best to start implementing those tips and just all the things that I learned in therapy, because I don't like feeling super stressed and super just anxious. I feel I feel the symptoms. The way it is with me is I feel the symptoms like physically. They get to a point where I feel them physically. If they're minor, then I'll just kind of feel them on the inside, like, I don't know, in my brain, I guess. Like my mind, I guess, my mind. I'll be like thinking. But when they get to a point where they're moderate or more severe, that's when I start feeling it physically, and it affects me physically, like the headaches, or can't remember, something else happened the other day and I was just like, wow, like I am super anxious and stressed right now. um I can't remember what it is, but yeah, this is just a reminder to me, and I guess a reminder to you, to make sure that you are not neglecting your needs. It is really easy to just kind of get caught up in the day to day and do things for other people, but not for yourself. So please make sure that you are taking care of yourself. I have a self care video that I'm really proud of. So if you haven't seen it, make sure you go watch it. And if you have seen it and you just need a refresher, you can go and watch it. I feel like I've organized it pretty well so that it's kind of easy to go to where it is that you want to go in that video. But yeah, thank you for listening and watching. I have videos planned out and I have some videos already filmed. So look out for those. I'll see you guys later. Bye.